Dude, I just go so much deeper into it. And on February of 2014, which was just a few months later, what had happened was I got my income tax, and I went and bought, those little motel rooms you buy by the week, like the janky ones that you, most people I speak to know. Sometimes when I say that in churches, they look at me like, what are you talking about? I don't know. But
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You get what I'm saying?
The weekly rent, the weekly stay.
Weekly. Those are never good places to be. But what I realized later, too, is that's how the enemy works, man. The devil will take you to this place and he'll isolate you, because I didn't have to go there. I had a place I could have went, but something just kept saying, like, go there, get away from everybody. And he will isolate you to the point where he was setting me up to die, man. Like I learned later, like he's setting me up to die. So I went to my dealer and I bought 10 Roxy 30s, and I bought 19 stamps of heroin, because that's all he had. And I go into this hotel room, man, and I'm just trying to shoot my pain away. And I go out to a bar, my second night there. And on my way back from the bar, my friend's driving me back, and I bought some more heroin. And I just felt like my body, I had never overdosed up to this point, but I felt my body becoming very heavy. It just felt weird, man. I didn't know how to explain it. It just felt like there was 1,000,000 pounds on my shoulders. And I go inside my room. And what's so weird is I look back now, man, I'm not anti-medication at all, but I do realize that, a pill's not going to fix my problems. And even though my body's shutting down, I'm still taking Seroquel because I need rest, Valium because I need peace, and Lexapro because I need joy. And so these three things really stand out to me, because
it's quite the cocktail.
Yeah, dude. And then with all the heroin. So I take it and I sit down on the bed just like this, like I'm sitting now. And I passed out like that. And throughout the night, my body rejected the drugs. I threw up. And the only reason I didn't die was because my back was up against the wall. And I think about that night. I woke up the next morning, had vomit in my mouth. But I think about that night now, and I'm like, it was God's grace on my life to make sure, because I cannot remember sleeping like that since or before that. Like I always laid down very, like picky on how things are when I fall asleep. And so, and you can easily say like, well, dude, you was just high. But no, I know that God's grace was on my life, because he had a plan. And I shortly after that, my family had tried to get me to go to detox. I wouldn't go, but the next day, and my friend comes over and he rescues me out of this room. Pretty much, he did and up to this point, dude, I wasn't a believer in God. I wasn't a religious person. I didn't have all this knowledge of scriptures or anything like that. But man, he did what now I know the Bible says in Luke 15:4, where he says, would you not leave the 99 to, if you had 100 sheep and one went astray, would you not leave the 99 to go after the one? And that's exactly what he did. He exhibited that heart. And I ended up going to his house. And on March the 1st, 2014, man, it was the day after all that happened. I was laying in his bed and I was withdrawing so bad from all those drugs I had just done, man. And this is the moment that changed my life forever. And I said the most sincere prayer I had ever said in my life. And I was like, God, I don't even know if you're real, but if you are real, please help me, because I have no other option. I knew I should be dead.